The Garfield Movie. About time to do this movie with Phil. Anyway, guys, so welcome back to another movie with Phil, guys. Now, before I get to the movie with Phil, I just want to keep you all in mind. My camera's just freaking not doing the best, isn't it? Not really. Anyways, now before I get to the movie with Phil, guys, I just want you all to keep this in mind that I have watched the new Garfield movie back on Thursday. So if you haven't seen my community tab on my Instagram about my posts I've made, just keep you all in mind that I have already, I already did I did watch the movie on Thursday. So keep this in mind. But anyway, guys, let's get to the Garfield movie. Now, I love Garfield. I usually call my boy Garfield as an example in my videos before. But however, I actually love Garfield because I actually loved Garfield as a kid, to be honest. I actually enjoyed it. But now time has passed and they've been having some TV shows like Garfield Friends, which that's a really great show. The comments, yeah, Garfield with the comments. Now, I know Garfield was around ever since I wasn't born yet. Because I know there was a lot of comments in that, and a lot of childhood things of it, and especially Garfield and Friends. But now let's talk about the movies the other hand. Now for the movies, however, let's talk about the two live action Garfield movies. Now please do not hate me on this, guys, okay? I actually enjoyed them as a kid. Now, I know that some of you all don't like the live-action Garfield movies, which I understand your opinions. I kind of really enjoyed them as a kid, and I actually think it was really funny. Now, Bill Murray, on the other hand, he really regretted. I understand. Bill Murray regret doing Garfield. Yeah, I know he's not going to be doing Garfield anymore, but I do really enjoy his performance in the live-action movies, even though that was only just 2 times. But however, I just want to keep you on mind, this is my personal opinion. I kind of really enjoyed the 2 live-action Garfield movies. Even though they were kind of funny, not gonna lie. They were really funny to look at. They have little humor moments, little fun moments as well. It's kind of a little fun. I did that. It's a little kind of fun. Overall, it's your opinions. I respect your opinion, mine's the back. And I do really enjoy them. As for the Garfield Fun Fest, Garfield Gets Real, and Garfield's Pet Force, I don't want to get into those. Especially the animation, though. Yeah, I do not want to talk about those 3 at all. I won't say it's not terrible or anything, but they could have done a lot better than that. But now time has passed, and especially we cannot forget the show I grew up as well, the Garfield Show. Now, I know some of you all have different opinions about the Garfield Show. I really loved the Garfield Show as a kid. I do really enjoy watching it as a kid. Now, my problem is that now Netflix just removed season 1 to 2 on Netflix, which is that's completely bullshit to be honest. And to be honest, guys, I do really understand why. Netflix nowadays, they don't really do much things anymore. Ever since they removed some TV shows, canceling some shows, and especially, you get the reasons. You know how they are. I just don't care what Netflix do nowadays. But anyway, so, yeah, the Garfield Show is like one of my favorites as a kid. So, yeah. I hope you respect my opinion because I do enjoy watching the Garfield Show. I do love it and enjoy it at the same time. Especially really enjoy Frank Walker's performance as Garfield. And speaking of the Forest cast, we will get to that later. But anyway, so, ever since now time has passed, we are finally here for another anime movie from Garfield. got itself for the big screen. Now, did Garfield do the best he could do in the 2024 movie? Let's find out. Now, the story, let's talk about the story. Now, as you all don't know, the story is about Garfield, right? Trying to find his lost father. Well, yeah, he found his lost father after what happened when he was a kiddie. Now, let me just say this now. Baby Garfield is like the hot woman backstory from this movie. It's like the best thing of this movie so far, and that's probably about it. Now, the story is like a little bit all over the place, which means I understand why that Garfield nowadays could really do something like that. I do love enjoying Garfield, but I think the story was a little bit really not as expecting. But keep in mind, this is a Garfield movie, and I'm not gonna spoil much anyway. By the way, so keep in mind, all it is that Garfield is that orange cat as always, and especially, of course, we'll get to that later. But keep in mind that I do really understand that the story is about Garfield's father, right? Banning his son. Well, I can't tell you much about that because you have to see the story for yourself. Because I don't want to spoil you all about it, and I don't really want to spoil you guys about it. What the hell? Okay, sorry. Um, Even though the Garfield does really understand Garfield's father, who really knows that the story is a little bit over the place. I kind of enjoy the story a little bit. I do really understand that Garfield's trying, and actually Garfield, Odie, and Vic trying to get the milk for the filling. And we will get to the candles later soon. But however, I do really like the story a little bit. Now, I think the best story so far from this movie has to be Baby Garfield's Hot Woman. That's about it. That's all I can say about it. Because Baby Garfield is like the best thing from this movie for the heartwarming story about how Garfield got adopted by John. So, and also the backstory about Garfield's father and everything, I can't spoil you all about it. It's really heartwarming as well. And he will explain what's going on. So, he did not ban him or anything, just keep that in mind. I can't spoil you all much about that either. But keep in mind, you have to see it for yourselves. However, the story can be a little all over the place. It's fine. I think it's okay with the story. The story's okay. I understand. It's okay and fine. I do really understand. It's fine as it is. But yeah, that's all I can say. Overall, the story is fine, and the story could be a little bit much better. But hey, at least Garfield found a way to get his father now. The animation. Now, I do love seeing cartoon animation movies. Not all of them, but a few. The Garfield movie animation was really good. I do really enjoy the style from the comic style of Garfield. Especially, I really enjoy the comments, like, the comments and the TV show styles and that. I do really enjoy the animationness. I do appreciate. Really appreciate how the animation looks. Now I know Garfield looks a little bit different, which means I have to understand why. I get it. It's a movie, which means I get why. It's the animated movie. What do you expect you want me to say? But however, I do realize that I do really understand it's a lot better. Like, it's a lot better than the three Garfield Gets Weird movies, and especially, hate to say it, it's a lot better than the 2004 live action Garfield movies. I still enjoy the live action Garfield movies, but just keep in mind it's my personal opinion. But however, the 2024 Garfield movie animation is really awesome to look at. But a little bit of my issue, it was A little bit bright. There was a lot of light moments on here, like a lot of lighting and everything. It's not hurt. It doesn't hurt my eyes. No, I just think it's just too much. But however, I do really enjoy the animation, how it looks, and I especially enjoy that it's like the comic style from the original. But however, Garfield could it be a little bit better the animation if it was a little if his fur got a little bit more. But overall, I think the animation did what they could do, and I understand. I do expect it. But however, that's all I can say about it. But overall, the animation of the Garfield movie is still good. Not the best, but it's still really good to look at. The candles. Let's talk about the candles. Now, I have a bit of an issue of this movie for me, by the way. Not only because I don't hate them in general, no, but there was only one voice actor that doesn't really sound perfect. I think you probably might have to guess what that is. Guess what it is? Starts with a C and ends with a T. No? You should know, right? You know who he is? That's right. It's Chris Pratt. Now, when it comes to Chris Pratt, I do like Chris Pratt in general. But my main issue with him in this movie, that he doesn't really sound like Garfield at all. He doesn't really sound like Garfield like the old actor of Garfield and Frank Walker's performance. They're a lot better than Chris Pratt, to be honest. Now, I'm not saying that I hate his voice acting. I do like Chris Pratt in general. But my issue, when I saw these kind of commercials with Chris Pratt in it, Sony turned Chris Pratt to an idiot. I'm talking about like, they made him into like a little cat human moment, made him like a little freaking idiot, and I don't want to talk about much of that. If you saw the thing on Instagram, if you saw some of the things on Instagram about it, and some on YouTube, you probably know what I mean. And to be honest, I don't think Chris Pratt does a suit for me for Garfield. If Hollywood has no rights for what they keep doing and everything, Hollywood could do what the hell they want, and they just go ahead and just do all of it. Like, they keep adding Awkwafina, they keep adding Maya Rudolph, heck, they even keep adding Kiko Michael Key. You know, however, I do really like Chris Pratt, but I don't think he doesn't sound much as Garfield. Why can't you just bring back like Frank Walker or freaking Bill Murray? I know he does. I know he regretted it, but probably not. Oh, well, yeah, the original 19 actor Garfield, of course, I got passed away. So sorry, I forgot his name. Now listen, I do realize that, like I said before, I don't hate Chris Pratt. I don't hate him in general. I don't hate him in general. I think they could have done a lot better with his voice, and especially how it is. And not only because Chris Pratt, I don't know why they had to add Chris Pratt, because Hollywood, but it is what it is. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Like I said before, I don't hate Chris Pratt in general. That's it. Now anyways, now let's get back to the characters. Let's start with our boy Garfield. Now, Garfield is like the same personality as always. He goes on an adventure with Odie and his father Fit to get the milk. Now, I can say that Garfield may have a little funny moments in this, but just keep in mind, it gets me a little bothered for me that Chris Pratt's just taking over the entire movie. Now, I just said that I do not hate it. Like I said before, I don't hate Chris Pratt in general. They could have done a lot better if Chris Pratt was not in this. But it is what it is, because Hollywood being Hollywood. And to be honest, these celebrity force cast is really getting on my nerves. Not all of them, but a few. Now, I do really understand that Garfield have a different personality of this movie. Yeah, he's like his little helper and everything. But just keep in mind, yeah, he's like the orange cat as always. But I think it could be a lot better if Chris Pratt took the whole entire thing. But who knows? Now let's talk about Garfield's father. You probably know who he is, Fick, who forced by Samuel L. Jackson, which means that's pretty surprising that he was in the Marvel movies, but now he's forced Garfield's father. Not surprising. Now, we're finally going to see Garfield's father after so freaking long. Now, I know I remember back in Garfield Friends, I don't really much watch that show that much, because I haven't really grown up with it as a kid because I wasn't born in the 90s. Even thought that Vic, however, is Garfield's father. And he would let you all know why what's been going on with Garfield's backstory when he was a kid. I can't spoil you guys, but you do realize about it. But however, I do enjoy the father and son relationship. Yeah, they get a little arguments in the middle of the movie, which means it got... Speaking of the middle of the movie, yeah, it got really dragged a bit. Yeah, it really got dragged before the final battle. So, I don't really want to get near to that one, and don't want to get spoiled of it either. But all I can say is the middle of the movie got a little drag of it. But however, I do enjoy Samuel L. Jackson's performance as Vic. They did a good job with it, so I do understand. He did a good job. But it was really fun to look at. Now, it was really fun. Speaking of the other character, we have Aldo, who's forced by Feng Wangs. Now, Aldo has a bit of a hard time in this movie about her girlfriend being at the bar. Now, I can't spoil you. I told you I can't spoil much about this. But keep in mind that whatever you guys know of, you do realize that he has a love interest. And he has loved her ever since. So I can't really get much into it, but you get the point. But I understand what happened to his backstory of it, about Otto's backstory, about what's been going on with his girlfriend, especially what's been going on with the farm. But hey, I do enjoy his character, and I do enjoy his performance too. But he did a really good job with it too, which means that's really not what I was expecting. Now, Odie, on the other hand, I don't know why Odie got a forest actor, to be honest. Like a different forest actor. And I get it, it's a celebrity actor, but I think he did a good job anyway. Now, Odie, however, you may remember him, Garfield's sidekick, and sometimes Garfield kicks Odie and everything. But I do really enjoy that Odie was helping Garfield. So what do you expect? It's the Garfield movie. I do enjoy seeing him with Garfield's father together in this, helping together with it, which means that's really fun to look at. But it's still really surprising as usual for it. Now, speaking of the rest of the characters, we have John. Not only by John, remember the 2 live-action Garfield movies of John in? Well, guess what? Nicholas, you may know him from the previous 2 Garfield live-action movies, has voiced the animated version of John. I do really enjoy seeing his performance of him. A really surprising returning, by the way. But my main little issue is that we don't get to see John too much in this movie. Which means you probably know why, because all he's looking for is Garfield and Odie, and that's it. That's all you need to know. Which means that's kind of sad, to be honest. Now, for the villain, we got Jinx, who forced by nobody who Hannah Washington. I will say this, she did an amazing job as a villain. And I do really enjoy her backstory about what's been going on with the crew and everything. Which means I understand, and I do really enjoy why. It was kind of fun, not gonna lie, to see her performance. Now, Hannah did a really good job, by the way. I didn't really enjoy Check's performance of her, but do realize she did a really great job as a villain. About, you know why, she loves milk. What do you expect? All she is, she loves milk. Even though she's like the best villain in this movie, not gonna lie. Even thought that there was also sidekicks as well. I can't spoil you much about it if you know what I mean by that. But keep in mind that as for the rest of the characters, Like, not only did like Snoop Dogg as an example, yeah, Snoop Dogg's in this movie too as the cat, the blue eye patch cat. And I do really enjoy seeing Snoop Dogg as a cameo in this movie, not the normal version. I'm talking about him forward as a cat. But however, well, that's kind of fun to look at. Especially, I really enjoy seeing his song "Let It Whoa" as a collab, so that's kind of fun to look at. But however, I do really enjoy to see what they've been doing in stores and that, so that was pretty fun to look at. As for the rest of the characters, like I said before, I do really understand that the Bulldog and the Crazy Dog, I forgot their names by the way, they're like Jay's sidekicks, but they were like little villains as well. But I can't spoil you much about it until you watch the whole movie, so good luck with those. They're not bad characters, of course not. I kind of really enjoy seeing the performance of it. Now, for the rest of the characters, they're just like background characters. I do really understand that Snoop Dogg was a cameo in this movie, so that makes sense with the other special cats. But like, I saw Liz was in this movie, just for like 5 to 10 seconds in the movie. That's it. That's that. But since the Garfield movie is getting a sequel, I hope Liz can have some more screen time, so who knows? Who knows? It is what it is, so I don't know what to tell you all. I do not. Now, let's talk about the recommendations. Well, all I can say is that this is not the best movie in this year, because after the weird, crazy story and the Forrest Whitaker and Chris Pratt, and especially with that, I mean, I do really enjoy the animation. It was kind of cartoony, and some of the characters were really good to look at. But I don't know what to tell you all. My recommendation is, if you like the Garfield movie, it's your best time to watch it for you all if you guys are Garfield fans. Now, if you guys don't like the Garfield movie, or you don't like the other Garfield movies, I don't know what to tell you all. I mean, it's your opinion. I understand. Now, my recommendation is, I do really enjoy this movie. It was really good. I ain't gonna lie. It was good, as always. Yeah, I do have a little problem in this movie, but I do kind of enjoy it as it is. But hey, I do really enjoy it. I think it's decent. I don't think it's not the best one this year, to be honest. I'll be the top 5 best, I'm not sure. But probably not, I don't know. Yeah, probably not. But I do really enjoy the Garfield movie, especially. It's not the best movie in this year. But who knows? We see how it goes. They're just beyond type reasons. Overall, my ranking of this movie, ever since I still enjoy this movie, it's not really the best one. I kind of still enjoyed it, but I think they did great as decent. So, as always, I'm going to give the Garfield movie a 7.5 out of 10. It may not be the best one this year, but it may be so close to the top 5 best, but however, it's still a really great performance movie of it. But now, since we're now getting a Garfield sequel, the Garfield Movie 2, that came out of nowhere before the movie came out, I just hope it will be good. That's all I can say when it comes out. Probably after I graduate high school, so who knows. And, yeah, there's also a post-credit scene after the credits. It's just a comic strip. Just a comic strip about the sequel. That's it. But however, it's a really good movie. Not the best, but really good as always. But anyway, guys, make sure to subscribe to my channel down below. Y'all like, share, comment, notification bell. If you are enjoying my review, guys, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the notification bell, and have a good rest of your day. 30K subscribers. Woo!